Guys, I'm excited for this. Another international episode. And we've got Eric back. We brought him back. We stole him this time. And Eric, are you happy to be here?
Hell yeah. I'm ready. Get my Cryptid on.
I love that you drag me around America, and Eric is eventually like, guys, I'm good. And then you're like, hey, there's this international flight we're going to take to Indonesia. And Eric's like, oh, yes. Oh, yeah. I should join with GCZ again.
Yeah. He was like, I will only be here if you give me first class.
First class.
And I was like, all right, for you, anything.
Yeah. I'm sorry you guys are all the way in the back, but I did take a nap, and I had a little hot towel on my face. It was kind of nice.
I'm really happy for you.
I'm glad you're here.
You know what? You're worth it. You're worth the extra cost. You're glowing. You look wonderful. And, we're going to get bitten by like bugs out here. We're chilling in the forest of Java, Indonesia. It's going to be a wild ride, but there's a pretty cool monster out here that I'm going to have to tell you about.
Oh,
I'm pumped, dude.
Indonesia's beautiful. Chills.
I'm ready.
Well, it's good to get chills because you know what? It's October. And I'm going to do my best to give us the spookiest October-themed cryptids that I can find. So
okay.
This nice. This one fits, I would say, the Halloween theme of October. It's not like autumn or anything. It's just like when you think Halloween, you probably think a few things. You think ghosts. This isn't a ghost. You think witches. It's not a witch. If you think bats, you're on the trail here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Pumpkin spice lattes.
Oh, maybe it's a bat drinking a pumpkin spice latte. That's my kind of bat.
It's a bat that touches things and it turns into piles of candy corn.
Oh, my God. I need to steal that bat, boy.
Yeah, the worst Midas.
Sadly, it's not candy corn bat, but it is the Ahool.
Ahool. That sounds cool.
Ahool indeed.
Oh.
So just keep an eye out because you don't want this thing flying overhead. He causes trouble, probably. We'll get into it. You ready to learn about the Ahool?
Yeah, I'm scared. I'm properly scared. All right. You got me on the edge of my seat. Right now I'm looking my head's on a swivel.
I'm thinking size. This is like a man bat. Can it fly in my mouth?
I'll tell you. I'll tell you in a little bit. Yeah, okay. We'll get there.
It's Greg's Cryptid Corner, where mysteries abound. Bigfoot, Mothman, monsters, let's see what we found.
Hey, and welcome to the spookiest month of Greg's Cryptid Corner, a podcast about monsters for weirdos. I'm your host, Greg, and today I'm joined by both of my normal guests, Dan and Eric. Guys, how are you doing today?
Hey.
We're doing good. We've been holding hands for 15 minutes. I'm feeling cozy and loved.
Yeah, baby.
Man, well, Eric's got sweaty hands, so just be aware of that.
Yeah, they're sweaty and they're a little hairy on the palms too.
Yeah,
so watch out.
Yeah.
I'm doing good. I'm excited to learn about a bat. Creepy bats are one of my favorites. Bats are the best creatures because they seem scary when they're flying and they make terrifying, indecipherable screeches. But then when you see one close up, they're just little puppy dogs, They have everything.
They're ugly puppy. Like they're not the cutest animals.
They're
adorable. They look like little foxes with wings.
Yeah.
Kind of cute.
They have that like French bulldog. Like it's so cute and it's also kind of horrifying and that makes it cuter. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right.
Do you guys have experiences with bats?
I swear to God, a bat was in my parents, like growing up. I think I was probably like 2 years old, but I swear to God, a bat flew into the house. And I remember like my mom swinging a broom at it, but she said that never happened. So I think this is a Mandela effect for myself.
Maybe your mom blocked it out, or maybe you were dreaming and the dream stuck with you.
Yeah. I dream about my hero mom saving me from a bat.
She's like, yeah, that didn't happen. You wish.
Yeah. So potentially the only experience I have with bats is not real. So
in college, I had to clean up 2 dead bats once, which was very sad.
Oh.
We just found them outside the house, and I put on gloves, and I scooped them up, and I spent like 20 minutes just looking at them, rolling them around, examining them. They're cool-looking animals. But then I had to throw them in the dumpster at the corner. And I also remember one time when I was like 10, I think we went to the zoo, and I got to hold a bat, a little baby bat.
Nice.
Yeah, I like
Wow.
bats. Bats are cool.
Eric, you are you a bat boy?
I'm totally a bat boy. Yeah, of course.
Do you have bat
Everybody's.
stories?
I have two. I have two quick ones. So one is
Nice.
the house that I currently live in. When we had first moved in, we got a bat in the house. I don't know how it got in, either the chimney or someone left the door open because we were moving. And my wife was watching. Thank you. Was watching television, and I was upstairs, and she just started yelling "bat," but she didn't stop. She didn't stop watching TV or even pause it. She just kept watching it. And I just was like, what's going on? Bat, bat, like over and over again. And I come in and it's flying around.
Nice.
And I didn't know what to do. And then it hit the fan.
Oof.
Because the fan was on. It knocked itself out. So, and then I just I didn't squish it, but I did put my shoe over it to like, put it against the ground, and I got a bag.
Mhm.
And then I released it outside. I didn't kill it. But that was easy because it just knocked itself unconscious. But my favorite part of that story is that she just didn't move and like didn't overreact and didn't pause the television. The other story was I do a fishing trip, you guys know, every year with my dad and my nephew and my buddy. And the one year we were in this cabin, and I was sharing a room with my dad, and I was sound asleep, and he's in another bed, and he's like, wakes me up, like, Eric. I was like, yeah. He's like, there's a bat in the room. I was like, okay. And he's like, get it. And I was like, you get it. And it was against the window, like flapping, trying to get out, of the screen. And he's like, come on, get it out. So I opened the door, and eventually it flies out of our room, and I shut the door, and it flew into the hallway where my buddy Brian was sleeping. and then we both just went back to bed.
Nice.
And apparently he didn't wake up, so it didn't do anything. And then the next day we opened up like all the windows and everything. But it was like 3 a.m. I was like, that's good. He'll be fine.
I love how your whole family is just so nonplussed about like
a
bat being in the room.
Yeah,
they'll
you're
want
right.
it out, but they're not going to do anything to do it.
Yeah, both those situations, I was the one that had to deal with it. What the hell?
You are Batman.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Well, you know what? Let me tell you a story about a much bigger bat than probably you had to deal with in Canada.
Yeah.
So let me tell you a story about the Ahool. In 1925, naturalist Dr. Ernest Bartels was exploring the rainforests of Java near the Chiginol River. Hanging around a waterfall deep in the wilderness, he suddenly felt a strange pressure occurring, like a sudden strong force was disturbing the air around him. He looked to the sky and saw a large creature flying above him and heard its distinctive call. He later claimed that what he had seen was a massive bat-like creature. Now, before I describe the Ahool to you, I want you to give me your guess for what the creature's howl sounded like. So all you need to know right now is that it's just like a Pokemon and says its own name. So how do you think a big bat creature would say Ahool? I won't be able to say if you're right or wrong because I didn't hear a recording of it. But
Okay.
I just want to get like the vibe of a big bat creature saying Ahool.
I'm going to say, because bats like throw their voices, right? It's going to be like a chirping, but it would be, if it's big, that's a big old throat. So I'm going to guess the Ahool sound is going to be like a steam whistle or something like that.
Okay. You can't make the sound, can you?
Something like that. How's that?
Nice.
Did I do good?
That's good.
I like it, yeah.
All right. I got one beer, please. Thank you.
Yeah. Eric, you have a Ahool sound?
Sure.
All right.
Wait, that's
Okay.
horrible. That's like an owl.
It's dying.
Yeah.
That's an owl. All right, let me do a different one.
Oh,
Wow.
guttural.
I actually think that one might be accurate. I like to think that it goes, you know how like the old Yahoo commercial used to be? I think it would be like, Ahool. So something
All
like
right.
that, yeah. And I know what the creature like looks like. So
it has a little vibrato on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But thank you for entertaining me. So like I said, sightings of the Ahool are from Java and a few of the other nearby islands. And it's been described as a bat monkey creature.
Ooh.
So
What?
Monkey.
Hell yes. That's
a flying
awesome.
monkey. Yeah.
Wow.
That's amazing. So we're okay. I'm imagining Wizard of Oz, the flying monkeys.
Kind of, yeah. But with
Okay.
but a little bit different because they just have like wings on their back. These are like attached to their arms,
Okay.
like a
Mhm.
bat.
Right.
Okay. And it's
so it-
huge, right? It's big enough that it flew overhead and it disturbed the air, he said.
Well, yes and no. We'll get there. So it's covered by short, dark gray fur. It has black eyes, like a doll's eyes, and leathery wings
Nice.
with a wingspan of approximately 12 feet.
Wow.
So it's got big wings.
Mm.
Its face was described as similar to a primate, like a monkey, or like a flat human face.
What?
And it's I've seen its height described as 3 to 4 feet tall, but also the size of a toddler. But I don't actually know how big a toddler is.
Well, 3 to 4. So wait, hold on. 3 to 4 feet tall. So if it has a wingspan of 12 feet, that means each of those arms are 5 feet long.
Well, it's if you pick would his arms go all the way to the end, or would it only go like halfway and then there's more wing?
I don't know. I would imagine like a bat has like the little fingers on the corners of the wings, right?
Do have little fingers, yeah. But this isn't
Yeah.
a bat; it's a monkey bat.
Okay.
Or a bat
but
monkey.
Still, when that bad boy lands, it's gonna look like it has what a striking silhouette this thing must have. It would look like a little like obelisk. Like it would be like angular. It would look like the entrance to like a cave, at night. Because it's mostly just folded wing when it's on it's you know what I'm saying? Like that
Yeah,
that's remarkable. The wingspan
And-
versus height ratio. What a creepy mental image you've given
and
me.
I
I'm
would say
terrified.
the image I'm looking at on cryptozoology.fandom.com that I found by Googling does have like its arms are its little like talon thing are kind of in like the middle of the wings. So it's not going that far, but he does got crazy looking arms in this
Yeah.
one.
That sounds
So-
awesome. What are isn't condors? Don't they have the biggest wingspan? They have like 10 feet wingspans.
Well,
Yeah.
ain't the biggest anymore, baby. The Ahool's got 12.
Who's got two feet on them?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Also, the flat human face is very disturbing to me for some reason.
Yeah. All
Yeah.
that mixed in. And I'm guessing it has a penis. Because if it's like a monkey,
I mean,
Okay.
probably. I
Yeah.
didn't really
I'm trying
get
to flesh
into
out my
that.
whole mental image.
Yeah, or like
Yeah.
a big red baboon butt. That would be helpful.
That's a striking thing to see flying away from you.
Yeah.
But I mean, the positive on that, at least, is that the Ahool is thought to be nocturnal. So it only comes out at night to hunt. So when it's flying away from you, the butt doesn't stand out quite as much because it's dark.
Mm.
So that's good. But its diet.
Eric's not pleased.
No.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Its diet seems to consist of fish, flesh, and blood.
Flesh.
And the blood is like consistent across like 75% of like the research that I did. Not everybody says it drinks blood. So we'll put a pin in that. I'm not verifying that it's like a vampire bat.
I'm not trying. I don't want to try and debunk, but are fruit bats in Indonesia? Are they?
I didn't know. I only researched this one bat.
Give me a second.
I don't know.
I
all
guess
the
my
bats in
question is like,
Indonesia.
are there big ass bats in Indonesia?
Well,
like,
you know what? Let's save that for
Yes.
when we start talking about what it could be. if
okay,
it's not
yeah. I don't want to
Okay.
jump ahead. Yeah.
In a
Well, I'm
hole,
just
yeah.
going to tell you, Eric, yes. Indonesian
Okay.
short-nosed fruit bat. Or I'll save it. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a pretty cool bat over there. I'll tell you
Okay.
that much.
All right.
So,
cool.
now the Ahool is similar-ish to nearby flying monkeys, namely the orang bati. So it's if you think of like a flying orangutan, it's basically an orange flying monkey that steals humans, takes them up to the mountains, and eats them.
Wait,
It's
what
on
is
like a nearby island.
this? Is a separate cryptid? You doing
It's a
two
separate
cryptids?
flying monkey. Well, I'm just saying that in the area, there's flying monkeys. So it lends credence
Okay.
to the Ahool being over there in Java because one of the other islands nearby has its own flying monkey, the orang bati.
Now I want to see them fight.
So From the first sighting, Dr. Bartels went back to Java in search of the creature that he had only kind of seen a silhouette of at the time. So he hadn't been able to like describe it like I told you. On this trip, he was able to directly see the creature's form, leading to that description. Now, on top of that, there are other stories from locals of the island that fit the description and have also heard the Ahool's call in the night. And then when you couple that with reports of like in the area of the Ropin, who we talked about, Orang Bati, who I mentioned, and other like pterosaur and bat-like cryptids, as well as connecting with cryptozoologist Ivan T. Sanderson, who had an encounter with a similar bat-like creature in Western Africa, I think we can probably safely say that the Ahool is real and out there and just waiting to be legitimately discovered in Java. We're going to find him on our trip.
That's awesome.
That's what I'm saying.
Hell yeah.
This really is, it feels like a bat version of like Bigfoot, where it's like so many people have seen this thing that it's kind of expected that eventually we're going to realize like, oh yeah, this thing is out there. There's just not many of them, and they're really good at avoiding people.
Yeah, and I will say don't Google bat Bigfoot, because that might just be an episode later.
Okay.
What?
Oh, God damn. All right.
That sounds amazing.
I'm not saying this month, but yeah, there is a bat Bigfoot.
So you said that like only 70% of reportings talked about it being blood sucking, but it's not like the bat would be doing all of its eating habits in front of everybody that sees it, right? So if most people saw it sucking blood, then it would be like a safe bet to say that this thing seems to like draining things.
Yeah, I would say so. It's just that like I didn't want to say he absolutely. Not everything that I read was like, yeah, he drinks blood. You know,
Yeah.
so I don't want to make that its main thing. But it does eat flesh, and it will probably steal your kids and eat them elsewhere. So.
All right.
There was another story. Now, it is unverified reports, so take this with a grain of salt, but I did think it was cool. There's reports that during Vietnam, there were Marines in Da Nang who reported seeing a giant bat-like creature that they called the Vietnam Night Flyer. And that's basically all I'll say about that, just because I could not find any actual information or like reports or credible witnesses. So it mostly came from like fantastical cryptid websites that have like no footnotes or no documentation.
That's a movie right there.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Like,
and that's
Vietnam War. Both sides are like in the heat of it, and then a freaking like cryptid or a couple of them come out and attack, and they have to like join together to fight off a cryptid.
That'd be cool.
That would be freaking amazing.
It's the movie starts as man versus man, and then in the middle there's a twist where it becomes man versus nature, and like nature's fighting back. Like, stop fighting in our jungle. Yeah,
right.
We
badass.
fight here,
That's
not
awesome.
you.
Yeah, that's really cool. It feels like one of those that Vietnam story feels like it could be one of those stories that like soldiers would tell each other around base camp. Like, don't wander too far. There's XYZ creature out there. Like, it, like the original role of these kinds of folktales. Like, it's a warning. Be cautious.
It's a wartime fearsome creatures of the Lumberwoods.
Yeah. That's neat. That's interesting. It's also, a man bat. It's so cool that it's interesting that the thing that they're fighting out there is other people, not necessarily nature. Like, you could say that like early colonial America, the thing that they're fighting, that there are like natives and nature, and most of the conflict for most of the people that they experience will be with nature. So of course the creatures that they're fighting are like, big cats that get drunk on cactuses and will eat you or whatever. But here in Vietnam, where the thing that you're worried about is a person skulking in the jungle waiting to kill you, right? The thing that's hunting you is a man with wings.
Right.
It's a monkey with wings. It's not a man with wings.
Yeah, but it's it's close enough. You know what I mean? It's a bipedal hominid. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's interesting.
I got you, yeah.
It's revealing.
Yeah. So I like that concept. That's why I want to bring it up. But like I said, take it with the smallest grain of salt. Because I don't believe it, but I want to. I wish I could. I believe in the Ahool though. So is the Ahool real, or could it be a misidentification of another already documented creature? So a lot of skeptics claim that the sound that they hear is just an owl or a monkey, because monkeys can have that kind of vibe. And we say every creature we don't know what it is an owl, apparently. Now the biggest possible culprit that could be mistaken for the Ahool is the flying fox, who lives in that area.
Oh, that's what we were talking about earlier. Like,
Yeah. Now, have you seen the flying fox, Eric?
I think I have seen photos.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
This one is
It's
adorable.
the cutest thing. Oh my God. Although,
what's the matter?
Am I right?
Who's a good flying fox?
It is a 4.5-foot wingspan.
It's not as big as the Ahool is described.
That's still big, though. 4.5 feet.
It's still big. Yeah,
that's a big animal. Yeah.
But that's the closest you could go with, like, with the kind of blood drinking. You could say vampire bat, but like they're never that big. They never get that big. They're tiny. They're small.
Yeah, they're small. I think the fruit bats are big, though. Those are big.
Well, they have those in Indonesia. They have short-nosed fruit bats in Indonesia.
Yeah, those bad boys are intimidating looking.
It could be misidentified, but there are just so many reports of these like mysterious ape bats, like across that area in Africa. Like it's hard to say all of them aren't, that they're just misidentified fruit bats or super adorable flying foxes. And also all the pictures of flying foxes that you see, they look bigger than they are because of the like, what's it called? What they do in Lord of the Rings? Perspective. Yeah.
Oh yeah. The shortened.
Well, if your question is, do you think this is real? I think it's more likely, I'm being honest, it's more likely that it's a misidentified, maybe larger than average flying fox of one kind or another. Something like that. Yeah. I think that tracks. Do I want to believe that instead of a flying fox, it is some kind of strange monkey fox bat hybrid that has a 10-foot wingspan and only stands 4 feet tall? Yes. That's amazing. This is another one of those creatures that I just want to go and draw right now. That's such a cool, striking image. That I can see why the story caught fire, because that's really cool.
Yeah, and I do think being in like the forest or the rainforest, there's so much going on. There's so many creatures that if you see a flying fox flying above you, and then another animal makes a weird sound, you're associating it with a giant thing flying above you, and you're kind of putting a lot of things together.
That's a good point.
It's a possibility.
It is just overwhelmed. Do you ever hear that quote from Werner Herzog talking about the rainforest?
Of course, there's a lot of misery, but it is the same misery that is all around us. The trees here are in misery, and the birds are in misery. I don't think they sing, they just screech in pain.
Yeah, I think that fits the rainforest, and also giant batmen or monkeys.
I did just Google to get some imagery. So, yeah, the flying fox is a bat, not a fox, obviously.
Yeah.
Also known as fruit bats, so I guess they're one and the same.
Oh.
Nocturnal, which fits. And they feed on fruits, flowers, and nectar.
Not blood.
Not blood, you're right. Not blood. But if you saw one at night, they'd be pretty intimidating, you know?
But Bartels said, like, the flapping of the wings caused like such a disturbance in the air that it was like palpable. Like you could feel the like pressure of the air coming down. That's why he noticed it above him. Now could he be using hyperbole here? It's quite possible.
Maybe. Or
but it is the fact that bats are nocturnal, they sleep during the day. They all live in caves, according to me. I don't know anything about bats, but I'm sure there's bats out there that we haven't found yet. I do think like this is at least, it's not like it's like a sea serpent or something that's living in a lake in the middle of a landlocked state in the United States. Like it doesn't have anywhere to go, but like a Ahool could be out there and we just haven't found it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. I mean, I think a lot of the cryptids are just or a lot of stories of the cryptids are just enlarged versions of what we already know. Like there's massive snakes and massive so this might be that case. Like it's a huge version of what we're already familiar with, which is terrifying.
Yeah. Yes, that is terrifying. So did you like the Ahool? Are you down? Can you get down with Ahool?
Oh yeah. Down with Ahool.
I'm more of a bat boy than I was at the start of this episode. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. I'm on board. I like this. It's a I don't have anything else to add. It's a cool ass image, and I kind of want it to be real. Finally we have a cryptid that doesn't have a sordid racist history.
Yeah,
we've had a lot of those lately.
Yeah.
It's just guys. It's a monkey with wings. I love him. And I want him. I want one as a pet.
Yeah, we got to leave the United States to get the non-racist monsters.
Funny how that works.
Interesting. Eric, you down? You down with the Ahool?
Oh,
as well?
You had me at giant man bat that had a monkey face. I was all in. Yeah,
and a penis too. He said it had a penis too.
Well, yeah. I mean,
I didn't say it. We're making an assumption here that I'm not going on record saying it does, but
baboon butt.
If it's a monkey bat, it's probably got one. Who knows? But speaking of good news, I guess.
That's smooth transition.
Yeah, that's a tough one to get out of. I want to talk about reviews and Spotify comments.
Yeah.
So we have no new Apple podcast reviews, but on our Fresno Nightcrawlers episode, we did get a absolutely hilarious comment from Ashley on the Nightcrawler episode. And she says, left a 5-star review, hoping the Jinko jeans I've donated to the NNF go to a good home.
Yes.
When I read that, I lost it. That was so funny.
The cause lives on. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah. We're kicking that nude. What was it? Nude Nightcrawler fund.
Foundation.
Foundation. Yes, it's a whole thing. It's not just a fund.
We have employees now. It's crazy. Yeah.
So thank you for that. That made my night when I saw it. It was great.
Hopefully soon, the next time one of those are caught on video, it'll be like in the corner of the video clip, you'll see a little shutter and it'll be a little pair of Jinko jeans.
So thank you for that.
Thank you.
And anybody can leave a 5-star review or a very funny, nice comment on Spotify, and we'll read it out on the show. You can follow us on Instagram at Greg's Cryptid Corner, all one word. And as always, I'm Squonk, you're Squonk. Go birds.
Do you think like the monkey bat, when it's flying overhead, I'm just imagining like it's good luck when a bird poops on you on your wedding day. You know, that whole
I think it's a bad luck if it poops on you on your wedding day.
Your wedding day? Wow.
Yeah, no, it's that is like a thing. But I'm just imagining what kind of loads a 10-foot wingspan drops.
Yeah, especially if you're eating human flesh, it's going to be nasty.
It's going to sound like a rock hitting the water.
Man, yeah, it's like a hoogag giving birth, just falling like 10 feet. Man, it's rough. Yeah, just a lot of these cryptids, man, they're gonna get you from above no matter what.
I think that's the thing. If they ever start catching cryptids, I want to learn about their digestive tracts. I want to learn how these tubes connect.
And those long arms can grab the poop and it can wing it. Because he's got pretty long, gangly arms. So
if they're monkeys, they're gonna throw it.
Yeah.
When I went to the